I'm not sure if a lot of people know, but back in August of last year, the very popular streamer by the name of Shroud hyped up this game by the name of Spectre Divide. And now today, not even a year into the game's development, not even a year into the game's initial launch, they have announced that they will be shutting down the game despite making millions of dollars. Now, this is coming from Jake Lucky over here on X, saying Spectre Divide and Mountaintop Studios have announced both the game and studio will be shutting down despite raising $30 million in funding in just last year. And of course, this is coming from Mountaintop Studios themselves, dear Spectre fans. It's been 2 weeks since we launched Spectre Divide Season 1 Flashpoint. We're incredibly grateful for the positivity and support that you've shown over that short time. Unfortunately, the Season 1 launch hasn't achieved the level of success we needed to sustain the game and keep Mountaintop afloat. We were optimistic about the first week. We had 400,000 players play with a peak concurrent player count of 10,000 across all platforms. But as time has gone on, we haven't seen enough active players and incoming revenue to cover the day-to-day costs of Spectre and the studios. Since the PC launch, we stretched our remaining capital as far as we could, but at this point we're out of funding to support the game. This means Mountaintop will be closing its doors at the end of this week. We expect to take Spectre offline within the next 30 days, but we plan on disabling new purchases and refunding money spent since Season 1 launch via the platforms. We'll be following up with more information. We pursued every avenue to keep going, including finding a publisher, additional investment, and/or an acquisition. In the end, we weren't able to make it work. The industry is in a tough spot right now. This is a painful update to share. We love Spectre, and we're incredibly proud of what we built with this community. Now, I never played the game. I didn't care for it. To me, it looked like a Valorant clone, yet another Valorant clone, and a genre, a niche I'm not really into that I don't think needs clones after clones after clones after clones, but somehow they just keep getting them, right? But here's a video just to kind of show you that, I'm not smoking that devil's lettuce over here. Personally, the game just obviously didn't appeal to a lot of people. Even the launch trailer from 6 months ago by Shroud himself got 1.4 thousand dislikes according to the dislike extension. But here's basically the game, right? It had this weird, interesting art style where it's kind of cel shaded, kind of semi-realistic at the same time with customization. And the gameplay very similar to what we see in games like, again, CSGO, Valorant, one of these tactical shooters. Start the game off with play super tactical, look over every corner, aim for the head, abilities. You got a Q ability, an E ability, a C ability, right? We've seen this type of game thousands of times before, right? At this point, here's the game, right? Whatever, right? We can go on all day long, just showcasing how the game looks like a copy and paste. It doesn't look special, and it's not exactly unique enough to, of course, keep people playing the game, which is why, unfortunately, it has passed on. And now it's really no surprise that this happened, unfortunately. As we can see right here, the game launched on Steam on September 3rd, and the reviews are mixed, right? First thing you see when you're going to download one of the hundreds of thousands of free-to-play games is mixed reviews. You're probably just going to skip right past it, right? This is reality. This is the brutal reality of the gaming industry nowadays. There are so many different types of games you can play, and, seeing that mixed review compared to very positive or overwhelming positive is a huge hit. We can just go here to recent reviews, right? Game launches with a full cash shop, servers that don't work, no ranked, glad you have your priorities straight. This was in March 3rd. Not fun, boring, and unoriginal. Only reason anyone plays it is because Shroud is attached. Every class ability is either a smoke, shield, or a heal. Only unique thing is controlling two characters aspect, which in fairness is interesting, but the most strategy that comes with it is the basic I am over here now play. It is at most a 5 out of 10 game. Too bad y'all waiting till your game died to drop Season 1. Congrats on 300 to 400 peak players. Can't even find a lobby without sitting in queue for 10 minutes. But this is the brutal reality of the gaming industry nowadays. There are so many games. They come and go. They come and go. They come and go. And when you are a gaming industry or a gaming company and you're creating a brand new IP or creating a game in a niche that is already oversaturated, unfortunately, All it takes is one game nowadays for something to be oversaturated. Just look at Grand Theft Auto. Just look at Fortnite. Just look at Valorant, right? You have these games, and people are like, well, that genre seems to have some room for some competition. They don't. They have no room for competition. You're not making a Valorant competitor that's going to succeed. No one's going to make a Fortnite competitor that's going to succeed. You can have a friendly competition, you can be Call of Duty and have your own Fortnite-like mode, but you're not going to create the next Fortnite. You're not going to create the next Valorant. And yeah, you can see right here on Steam charts, literally Spectre Divide had an all-time peak of 26K, which isn't even a lot. Even at its all-time peak, this is still a very, very low number for a, multiplayer PvP strictly only game. And right now, as of 30 minutes ago, 234 people. If let's say every lobby had like 10 people in it, this is like 23 lobbies. 23, almost a half. 23 and almost a half lobbies of people playing this game. And here's yet another reason, obviously, why this game failed. The first store bundle is roughly $90 USD. Mind you, this game capped again at like 20,000 players, and they wanted $90 for a gun skin or weapon skins for this new video game that was not unique, was not fun, was not interesting. Anyone with a brain could tell that this game was already on life support at launch. We have these ridiculous prices. 500 Spectre points is $5, 1,000 is $10, 2,100 is $19.99, right? All the way up to 11,000 for $99.99. My big head's covering that one. Obviously, this is just stupid and horrific. People have brains, luckily. Right now we can go over here, look at the shop, spectredivideshop.com, right? These are the prices. $1,500, that's $15, $26, $5, $15, $15, $8. Look at all these cosmetics in a game that has 200 people playing. That's why you're not making your money back, because this was not a game people asked for. This was not a game people were interested in. This was not a niche that really needed competition. And you didn't really provide that competition, but what you did provide was competition in the marketplace with these overpriced skins. You did offer the $15 gun skins, the $26 weapon skins that are literally just recolors on different guns with like an orange here and orange here. Remember when like Call of Duty would give you camos and you could buy cool, crazy animated camos for like $2. It was like bacon sizzling on your gun, or like lightning all over the gun for like $2. You could buy Makarov for $3. Nowadays, Call of Duty's charging like $30, right? At least Call of Duty has a player base. They can nickel and dime. They can scam people with the $20 TMNTs. If you are Shroud's garbage Valorant copy and paste game, you do not get to charge $30 for some lazy copy and pasted weapon camos. Absolutely maniacal behavior. And the crazy thing is, like, even though Shroud was hyping this game up so much, he literally hasn't said a single thing on Twitter. He literally said, so here's the thing. The Marvel Rivals Invitational lineup he reposted from Marvel Rivals. So bro literally completely jumped off the Titanic once he saw that iceberg coming, and he hopped on over to Marvel Rivals. And then of course, if Marvel Rivals dies off, he's gonna hop right on over to the next game and the next game. I really can't blame him, right? Obviously, though, a lot of people who are probably into the game, probably big fans of this Spectre Divide game, are probably like, man, like, this dude was so happy to take a paycheck, so happy to get that bag. And the second the game starts dying, he jumps ship. He just dips. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see again. Like, even though the game wasn't my cup of tea, even though the prices in the shop are stupid and ridiculous, it sucks to see people lose their jobs, right? It sucks to see companies shut down. And maybe there are a few niche people out there who are like huge Spectre Divide fans. Like, there's probably some bozos out there who put in like thousands of hours into this game already, and I can't really blame them if they like the game. But this just happens, and it's truly sad. It is the modern day game industry. If your game is not providing something that people want, people are looking forward to, something interesting that people don't really have access to that does your game 10 times better in every way, then it's going to die very quickly. It's not like, 10 years ago where a game can, slowly be losing money for years and years and years. If your game, costs millions to make and it's not making millions, It's gonna die. It's just gonna die, and this is yet another example of a game dying not even a year into development. We've seen it with X Defiant. We've seen it with Concord, so many other games, and this is just yet another example, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down below. As always, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you coming to hear me rant daily, listen to my daily slop. I will see you all around, my friends. Be safe out there. Much love. Bye.